Okay, so picking up where we left off, we just fought a corruptor inside our little fortress, and we took a device off of it that we put on the end of our spear, and now we have a stick that helps us make friends. So we're gonna go do that. There is one thing I want to do first before I forget. Just quick talking about skill level ups. I've looked through these and I'm not going to go through them in detail, but I'm picking up Silent Drop, where landing from a fall or jump is completely silent. And then I'm picking up Low Profile to help reduce visibility while crouching. And then I'm going for Dodge Prowess, which is honestly why I picked up the other two. Basically just buffing my dodge roll, because I need that, and, you know, dying is bad. That being said, I am thinking about knocking the difficulty up to very hard. We'll see how that goes. And I'm going to hold on to my last skill point. So, as it stands, we're kind of just headed wherever. I think there are striders all over the place. There was something I saw in the skill ranks while I was going through it, which is mounted pickup. Apparently, we can ride our friends. Also, I'm going to check this. Okay, yeah, cool. Do that, and then... awesome. So yeah, overall, we're just going to be sprinting there, but while we're doing that, instead of just cutting away, I did want to talk about something quick. In part 3, I talked about how I don't like the word bitch, and I don't like how I say it, and I'm trying to take it out of my vocabulary. And after having talked about that for a little bit, I was thinking about it a little bit more, and I realized that son of a bitch is a lot more prevalent in my vocabulary, and obviously, like, it is gendered male, so that's probably why I think, or why I haven't noticed it as much for that. But it is something that I've been thinking about, and I'm not super comfortable with it, because if I'm trying to take bitch out of my vocabulary, I probably should take out phrases that contain it as well, even though son of a bitch is kind of its own word.
Striders. I can test the
Cool, so we have a prompt.
Should go in quiet. Didn't go through all of this to wind up trampled by a frightened herd.
Okay, cool. But yeah, so basically just saying I'm trying not to say it anymore, we'll see what happens, but just wanted to follow up with that because I feel like it would be weird not to. But so now we're going to try and make a friend, and we have actually equipped right now a lure, so I'm going to try and get this guy to come over here. Okay, that's the complete wrong... Oh, yes. Alright. Now I'm going to try not to stab him either.
Here it goes! Come on, come on.
Huh.
It worked!
Okay.
It's not hostile. Seems almost tame. There we go. That a boy. That's more like it.
Well, that's awesome. It does not seem to be super fast. I don't know. Oh, okay, I see. So there's a lot going on here, but welcome to fucking Barbie horse adventures, cybernetic apocalypse style. But yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna play around with that a little bit more at some point to get used to the mechanics. But yeah, that's fun. Okay, I don't actually know how to stop, so this is a problem. But I'm gonna hop off. So goodbye, horse friend. Because I'm pretty sure I can't take you with me.
Varro, I take it?
Aloy, the outcast who won the proving. So you survived your wounds.
High Matriarch Tirsa said you might know the way to Meridian.
The capital of the Carja Sundom? You seek exile?
No, a traitor named Olin. The Matriarchs made me a seeker so I could go after him.
Oh. Well, then you should head north to Mother's Crown. If you make it, talk to Maria. She'll point the way.
If I make it?
The trail is dangerous. Ever since the War Party massacre, our lands go unpatrolled, and our borders unguarded. We have no war chief to lead us.
Isn't that Resh's job?
Ugh. Only because Sona went missing. I'd go after her myself, but she ordered me to hold this gate with my life. And so I have.
Okay, so quick thing, and I'm gonna pick the dialogue option for it, but I've also been thinking about the Proving Massacre, and by proxy, the Massacre of the War Party, and arguably there's no necessary link between the Sun King and the Massacre. Arguably, again, like, you'd expect it to be, and I am expecting it to be, especially because Olin had a focus, dipped out as soon as possible, etc. But I'm just trying to keep in mind that it doesn't necessarily mean that there is a connection there, just that Olin was potentially a double agent, anything like that. But again, I'm mostly just to keep it in my head.
You won the proving. How did you know that?
I spoke to survivors. They said you fought bravely, as did Boss
Oh no.
and my sister.
Your sister was Bala? I'm very sorry. I liked her. I think we might have even become friends. If we'd had a chance.
Thank you. She died saving others. There is no better death.
You said the war party was massacred. How?
When word came of the attack on the Proving, War Chief Sona assembled a war party to give chase. But in their haste to get vengeance, some braves broke rank and raced ahead, straight into a trap. A pack of crazed machines, seething with corruption, fell upon the braves and savaged them. War Chief Sona led a countercharge and destroyed the machines, but by then the killers were gone, and our losses were extreme.
Okay, so that's interesting. Obviously we were ambushed by a bunch of what were marked as cultists up at the Proving, but it sounds like the Massacre of the War Party had nothing to do with humans at all, or at least it was instigated by humans, but it wasn't like the humans set an ambush and, you know, opened fire on a group of them, and just they turned some robots loose. Which, you know, hey, it works and it's bad, but not quite what I was expecting.
You said War Chief Sona is missing?
Even when the war party was massacred, she wouldn't give up the chase. She called for volunteers and went after the killers.
You didn't volunteer?
Of course I did, but Sona denied me that. She ordered me to see the wounded back to the Embrace, and to guard this gate, to guard the Embrace with my life. That was days ago, and since then there's been no word from her.
So there's no way to know if she's alive or dead.
If anyone could survive out there, it would be her. Sona's prowess is legend, an unbending spear to measure ourselves against.
Sounds like she sets a high standard.
Ugh, you have no idea. She's my mother.
You said the trail is dangerous. What sorts of dangers?
Almost too many to name. The killers are still out there, and somehow they've corrupted the machines, spreading madness.
Yes, I've seen it myself.
Bandits, too. Cutthroats who snuck across the border to prey on us. The word is, there's a camp in the metal ruins upriver.
Sounds like I need to craft more arrows. I should be on my way.
Aloy, before you make the journey to Mother's Crown and beyond, is there any chance you could search for Sona? The tribe needs her leadership. I'd go after her myself if she hadn't commanded me to hold this gate at all costs.
Where was she last seen?
The War Party massacre site. A wooded hollow across from Devil's Thirst, on this side of the river. You might be able to pick up her trail there. She went after the killers who attacked the Proving, who killed those we love, who tried to kill you.
I get it, Varl. I'll see what I can do.
Okay, so this is kind of a patchwork of clips at this point, but basically the next area is going to be a lot of exploration and combat, and there's only so many minutes you can watch of me murdering, hopefully, I guess, murdering enemies to death without getting murdered myself. But I'm going to try and make a highlight reel of those, and then also, of course, as always, show off my deaths that I already have one of, and yeah, we'll I'm sure accumulate more. But this is our trusty horse Pogo. I've made that decision, and he will carry us towards victory. So there's a couple of people we need to talk to quick, so we'll get through that conversation, and then we'll start progressing one of the quests. Here we go. And I have finally figured out the horse controls, which is good.
Are you alright, Hunter? Were you injured when the war party was ambushed?
Not exactly. And I'm not a hunter, or a brave, or anything really. You shouldn't even be talking to me.
Whoever you are, you're hurt. What happened?
My name's Kren. I thought I'd have a go at the trials at the hunting grounds over the rise, you know, hone my skills. It didn't go very well.
Why did you say you weren't anything at all, and that I shouldn't talk to you?
I stole a bow, okay? And got cast out. This was before the proving, so now I can't even fight for my tribe in its time of need. I have to live in the wild by myself, which is why I wanted some training. Honestly, I'm just glad the keeper would talk to me. I think he might be in exile or something. He doesn't seem to care about the laws of the matriarchs.
Things aren't exactly going your way, are they? Is there anything I can do to help?
No. I'll be all right. My father always said All Mother had a plan for me. Before he got run over by a strider, anyway.
Okay, that closing line we're just gonna ignore, but I did want to talk about his lack of face paint, so you can check that box off your bingo. So he said he got cast out before the proving, and it's possible that the proving is what allows you to wear your face paint, except there were multiple people in our proving with us who had face paint, notably Vala and Bast, or Bast, I guess, technically. So I have to assume, because Aloy is motherless, and she doesn't have a facial tattoo or facial paint, and we don't know anybody else who's motherless, so it's possible that Kren is also motherless, but you'd think he'd say that as to why he got cast out, unless he didn't get cast out for being motherless, and that's just a negative status instead of a reason to be exiled. That being said, who knows? Hopefully we'll find out.
You got injured at a hunting grounds? How?
Well, I was aiming for a canister on the back of a grazer, and my bowstring snapped, and I tripped, and... forget it. It wasn't pretty, okay? I just wanted to train a bit. Hunting grounds are perfect for that. They offer trials, which are like challenges, and they give you marks if you accomplish objectives or beat certain times. The keeper's up there on the hill, just to the north. Talk to him to do a trial. I'm sure you'd be better than I did.
I need to get going, Kren.
All right. Be careful, especially if you're heading north. And be sure to hit the hunting grounds if you want to train up.
Cool, so that's, as far as I can tell, the only purpose he has is just to tell us about this upcoming challenge area. I'm gonna make sure my horse comes back. Pogo, come here. Oh, okay, that's Pogo. Well, good to know, I guess. Let's not do that, actually. Let's, switch over here. Come on. Alright. There we go. Just setting a couple of horses' butts on fire. I did not get the canister. That's mildly concerning. Oh, okay, I'm not good at my job here. I think I got that. Oh shit. Also, Pogo is apparently entirely invested in this. I do like how that... they'll still fight for you. And that's something with any overridden, as far as I can tell, is it basically just makes them a friendly combatant. So it's not that it's simply for moving around. You know what? I should loot that. I'm gonna have to cut some of this probably, but we'll see. Did I already loot this? I already looted this. Alright, well. Oh well. What can you do? So we're gonna go ahead and move up to this next area here. That has... okay, well... okay. Can I attack? Oh shit! Oh, the things you learn. Oh, that was dope as hell. Pogo, you're officially my best fucking friend. Let's try that again. God. We get a straight on? Oh, that's so cool. Alright. That's dope as hell. That's really cool. Talk to this boy quick. Who is surrounded by corpses, which is honestly not all that concerning for us. Tends to kind of be the flavor of the day, so to speak. This is gonna be a lot of dead people in this valley.
There's danger ahead, girl.
Danger for you, Outlander. This is Norland.
Yes, yes, yes. Trespass is forbidden on pain of death. Strange phrase, the pain of death. See? This one's in no pain at all.
Who was he?
A thief, slaver, a killer. The kind that give honest killers a bad name.
Farrell told me there would be bandit ambushes on the road.
Well, it's not all good news. They don't always come to you. Most dig out a camp, and there they'll sit like spoil on meat.
Unless someone does something about it?
I like you. Follow the trail of smoke on the other side of the ruins. I'll be there.
This guy's such a bizarre character to me. Also, he has the little tattoos under his eyes. I don't know where he's from or what, I guess clan he belongs to. Obviously we never get that from him so far. But he gives us, not exactly a quest, kind of just a go here, kill this sort of mission. As far as I can tell, at least. But yeah, just a lot of the vistas here with what's going on. A lot of post-apocalyptic games, I mean Fallout especially is has a big issue with this. They kind of tend to take ruined areas and leave them as just rubble. But I do like how Horizon Zero Dawn very much has that, you know, what survived is still standing, but it's all overgrown. What the hell? Why not? Got nothing better to do with my time apparently. But yeah, I really like that aesthetic, whatever. Of like the overgrown.
If they weren't looking for me.
Kind of like the wilderness reclaiming what's left of civilization, as it were. And that's something that. Oh shit! No, Pogo. Okay, no, we're fine. I wasn't sure where things were. But yeah, I really like that aesthetic, and it's something that The Last of Us also does really, really well. And The Last of Us kind of, it feels a little bit like this game, honestly. Just a lot more linear. The Last of Us is very, here's a quest, you go and do it, that's how it is. I'm gonna hop off, oh shit, okay. Pogo, stay here, don't die. But I'm gonna hop off here, and I want to get close to this grazer just to kind of see, because like we saw grazers during the proving, but we didn't really get a good idea of how they work. And honestly, like there's a lot of stuff that I really don't understand about the universe, but specifically about the ecology of the place. And like I'm a massive nerd for that shit, so. Just bear with me. I'm gonna see if I can get this guy here. He's probably... no, he's looking the wrong direction. Yeah, I'm a massive nerd for that shit, but basically, like, the Scrappers and the Watchers, I understand their roles very well because, you know, one, it's in the name, but two, like, it makes sense as to... they're robots, this is what they do. Okay, cool. But, with the Striders and the Grazers, there's so much more, there's so many more questions because I've checked the face of the Striders and there's
could find a way to override them there.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can zoom in a little bit. So that's fascinating. I didn't know that. Yeah, the Striders just put their face against the ground and that's it. Which that's weird. You know, I don't know what they're doing, but the Grazers have this whole. I'm so sorry. But yeah, the Grazers have these little antlers that are just kind of like drill bits, I guess. And they just walk up and start mowing. Like I don't know what's going on, but assuming, of course, and I'm sure we're gonna learn about this. I hope we're gonna learn about this because otherwise I'll be pissed. But yeah, like assuming we find out more about why all these machines were created and what kind of the overall purpose is, like I'm really hoping to get an understanding of how like the ecology all fits together, because I think it would be fascinating if either I had a couple of thoughts on this, and I guess the first option, I'm going to call this option 0, because I don't really think it's a good option, but I do want to put it out there, is just the developers made a game with cool machines in it because they thought that machines were cool, and they didn't put a whole lot of thought into, you know, kind of creating a situation where they, you know, where they had everything all put together. Okay, there's a fair few of you all floating around. Try to get somebody's attention here. There we go. But yeah, I want to know how this all fits together in the sense of assuming that, of course, they did have a plan and they came up with a good rationalization for how the machines work. I see two major options, and I think both of them are fascinating. One being that the machines were designed for a specific purpose, like scrappers obviously go out and reclaim damaged machines, but with the Striders, they're not doing anything to the ground as far as I can tell, but if they were like involved in ecological research, or if they were scanning the ground, decontaminating it, anything like that, I think would be absolutely fascinating to learn kind of the purpose behind that and what they're actually doing. Whether or not it's something they're still doing, or it's just, you know, a relic of the programming that, you know, they no longer have anything to report. They no longer have overriding control, except for maybe the corruptors, which adds in a whole new mess. But, you know, kind of learning... Oh, crap, that's a scrapper. Alright, this is going to be interesting. But yeah, kind of learning how each robot is supposed to fit together with each other, or how they were all supposed to operate as one system, if they were, which I assume that they were. That would be my general, you know, thought, is that the whole point was for all of these to be working in tandem, because it doesn't seem like they're hunting each other. It doesn't seem like, you know, there's Sawtooth is out here that are preying on Striders or anything like that. We're gonna see if we can get this. Oh, is that two of them? Is that a Sawtooth? No, that's a Grazer. Okay. Oh, come on. There we go. Come on, click one. There we go. Okay, but yeah, just how it all fits together and getting a little bit more idea of that. Or, the thing which I thought was a really fascinating idea, there isn't a whole lot of large wildlife in this area, as far as I can tell. It seems like what's left over is kind of just like, we have the boars and we have the turkeys and things like that, and that seems to be it. And so it makes me wonder if the original purpose of some of these machines were to take the place of animals in this region. So Striders built to mimic horses, And for whatever reason, you know, maybe it's because they were at one point meant to be written by whoever built them, or if it was just an attempt to make the world a little bit more like they remembered, who knows. But just the idea of like all these species went extinct, and so we started replacing them with the cybernetic robots to kind of create its own ecosystem. I think that's a fascinating thing that, you know, who knows what it's actually going to be, but yeah, I'm really excited to learn a little bit more about just how the world fits together, because that's something that always fascinates me, both in terms of world building, but also just kind of with a game this pretty and with so much going on, I can't help but, you know, want to know all the little details about what the developers chose. And that went super smooth. That went super smooth. Alright, so we are entering an area where we have found a signal of some variety.
I can get out of this.
There we go. I was gonna say, I haven't really had a whole lot of these canisters blow up on me yet. Come on, for fun. Shit. There we go. What? Okay, we're good. But yeah, I made a mistake and fucked up, and now we have a lot of friends after us here. Alright, so this is what was producing that signal that we were following. So he's just a big old boy with a giant disc for a head that apparently is just dropping radar signals. So our job is to get on up there, which we're gonna do happily. Hopefully, I have a bad record with heights, as I'm sure you all know. Come on. There we go. So this area is, I wouldn't say infested, but there's a couple of watcher packs. I'm gonna clear them out quick, and then we're gonna keep moving. Just because there's not a whole lot of point to waiting. Oh, really? Damn it. Come on. There we go. Oh no, don't fall. Oh my god, if this works. Yes! Hell yeah. Okay, awesome. Let's check to see if there's any more. There should be one other. Yeah. Okay, let's not spook them. I want to get the override. I want to try and get the... Oh, fuck. God damn it. Or not. There we go. Huh. So it looks like they actively, like, grow tentacles? Or something? Yeah, this aim assist is maybe a little bit too much. But yeah, if you look at that, there's just additional things that just sprouted. So that's... oof, that's a thing right there.
You're not gonna be the one to stop me.
No. There we go. Jesus, really? Alright, so that's cleared that out. So now I think we should be able to hop up on this guy and get our just rewards. Maybe. There it is. Perfect. I mean, not
can lead one to
perfect,
the tonic
but...
from here.
Alright, and we can see our nice little handhold, so let's go ahead and get a running start. Yeah.
Made it.
I really,
Now to climb up
really
to its
like
head.
this whole sequence. Like, this is how giant monsters should be. There should be so much more interactivity than just like swinging at random parts of their body or trying to cut off a... Oh, psyched me out. I thought I was gonna fucking die. Yeah, I love this sort of stuff. Now we're gonna make a friend.
Easy there. It shouldn't take long.
And we get our map, or our first part of the map.
Along its path, and sends what it sees to other machines.
Now, I don't 100% know what any of this is. This tends, like I said before, this is how overrides tend to affect robots. So I'm sure we'll get an explanation at some point, but I just kind of... His whole gait is staggering, his head's tilting a lot more, there's so much that's changed now. And, as we go on down... he seems not to be too bothered anymore, so I might actually climb back up to see if the tentacles are gone, but we're not going to worry about that too much. Alright, I'm going to try to get up this fucking tower. Okay. Yeah, mostly I'm forgetting to look for the yellow, but once I remember that those are handholds and anything yellow is good. What? What the hell? Huh. Oh my god. That's really cool.
A pocket shitstorm tore day 4. It's hard to believe Metallurgic International used to be headquartered in this dreary old ziggurat. Wyatt's office was on the 2nd floor from the top. If Emmett had a policy against workplace romances, he probably wrote it.
Huh, okay. So, that's apparently going to be an ongoing thing, of finding these weird glimpses into the past, I guess. Now I should be able to mark this boy and check his path, which I definitely want to do, somehow. So that I can be sure that he's actually going to be in front of me, but, oh well, it looks like he is. God damn it. Okay, well, I'll have to wait.
Found
Unless I'm...
Need to piece the messages together.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. I gotta be careful here. I really gotta be careful, because I've already died once in this exact place, I'm pretty sure. Where the fuck is the fucking... Is it up more still? Yeah, it is up more still. Jesus. how... I'm gonna fall and die like this. This is gonna be a real issue.
In the arms of the angel.
Double kill!
It was the same hole, too. Oh, Jesus Christ. That hole got me twice. Fucking twice. And I'm not gonna fall into the hole for the third time. We're gonna take the rappel. Wow, that's a long drop.